Oh, what's up, girl? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's Coach Indy and talking about you wouldn't even make love to yourself. So, how can you receive someone else's love? You wouldn't even make love to yourself. You hate what you see in the mirror. So, how can you receive someone else's love? If you are watching this live, then give me a hashtag live. If you are watching this on replay, then give me a hashtag replay. And so yeah, today we're talking about the plus size body image. I'm sick and tired of the industry standard of what is considered a fit body. That's why I founded Thick Fit Nation, and we're going to be talking about an issue that I have dealt with before myself, of how can you receive someone else's love if you don't even love yourself. And so I help plus size moms and nurses be able to lose weight about 10 pounds every 30 days without counting carbs, without counting calories. And so if that's something that you want to know more about, and I'll give you a free nutrition audit. We'll go over your habits that you currently have and give you the roadmap to losing weight absolutely free. Then drop me a hashtag free down below. I just had to put that shameless plug in there before we get started today. So yeah, I'm really, really tired of the industry standard that's going on right now. And I think that it's the body shaming, the image of, what's considered a fit body is really, really super annoying, because the body positivity movement was created for a reason. The body positivity movement was created because of the fact that there's way too much body shaming around. We have enough body shaming. Like, if you've ever been that big girl that's tried to get in shape and you went to the gym and you're like freaking clothes don't fit the way that they do anymore, the way that they used to anymore, and you're running on the treadmill and your belly is flopping out, because I have been that person, then you know what it's like, feeling self-conscious in the gym. You know what it's like, getting those looks, getting those stares, feeling out of place. And it's hard. It's hard being in that place. It's hard not feeling comfortable in your own skin. It's hard when, you're talking to your spouse, you're talking to your husband, and you're like, am I attractive to you still? Like, I know we didn't get married with me at this size. Are you attracted to me still? And he's like, yeah, babe, like, girl, I'd make love to you, like, no matter how you look, right? Because let's be real, you didn't get married to be celibate, but yet your self-image of yourself is affecting your romance and your intimacy. It's affecting your romance and your intimacy because you don't feel comfortable in your own skin. So yeah, it's great that your spouse would still love you regardless. However, it's important that you love yourself. You're okay with you. You have to be okay with you 24/7. You live in your head 24/7. You live in your body 24/7, right? So drop me a heart if you're still with me and you understand where I'm coming from. Because it's so important that you love yourself naked. And there's ways to do that even before you hit your weight loss goals, okay? Because sometimes I get on the phone on nutrition audits with people, and they say, and I let them know that my program will allow them to work out from home or in the gym, because it's primarily dumbbell based. And so they'll be able to do either or. And, they let me know, yeah, I think home would be a lot more comfortable for me, because I don't feel comfortable in the gym, because of the way I currently look. And that should tell you guys something right now, that there needs to be change. There needs to be change on not only how that person sees them, but how other people see them as well. So we need to work on things on both sides of the spectrum so that there can be an overall change. There needs to be a stop in the body shaming, and then there also needs to be overall self-love that you instill into yourself. That's why it's called self-love. Nobody else can do it for you, right? But that's where getting started on your health and fitness journey is so, so important, because not getting started is not going to get you on your goals. Even if you go slowly, you're still always going to be lapping around the people that are still sitting on the couch. So it's so important to get started right away, to get started right away, so that you're able, even if it's taking baby steps, to start to love your body. And I was getting ready to talk about, steps in order to loving yourself, even at your plus size weight. And for me, that was changing my standard of what I viewed beautiful. Because what happened is when I got super shredded, even after having 2 kids at 25 years old, I had found powerlifting. So I found powerlifting when I was still skinny fit, right? But what I found was the more mass a woman had on her body, the more strength she actually had. And so when I saw that I was actually putting on weight, I just was like, you know what? I'm just going to make this my bulk journey. Like, this is just going to be my bulk journey. And so I allowed myself to still gain weight while lifting weights. And my image of what beautiful looked like changed, because when I found powerlifting, I looked for powerlifting women on social media. And so I changed my role model of who I looked up to. And powerlifting women typically have a ton of mass on their body. And the scale does not matter to them. Why? Because they're paying more attention to their strength gains than they are the number that's on the scale. They're paying more attention to feeling fit, loving who they are, loving their body, and every single thing that it's done and everything that it's gotten them through. And that's what I love about lifting weights. And that's what I try to pass on to my clients. But we have to start somewhere, even if it's at home with a 5-pound pair of dumbbells. Does that make sense? Drop me some fire if that makes sense, if you're still with me. Okay. But yeah, and then the other thing too, with powerlifting is that it changed my whole concept on food as well, because then it became less about eating a certain way in order to get skinny to eating in order to fuel your body. Because what I found on like my leg days, I would literally burn almost 1,000 calories on my leg day powerlifting, 1,000 calories. And I would work out for like 50 to 70 minutes, sometimes 90 minutes, like 2 hours. And so that would take a lot of fuel. So I would have to eat a lot of calories in order to fuel those workouts. And so it was more focused on, I don't want to pass out. I don't want to pass out. And so I'm going to eat a bunch of protein. I'm going to eat some carbs before I do this workout, because I want to fuel this workout. So when you become more set on strength gains, when it become more set on fueling your body properly in order to give back to it because of every single strength and thing that it's gotten you through and helped you overcome, then your whole perspective on food and working out changes, and you're able to be on the journey for the long run. Because when you're plus size, when you have 100 pounds or more to lose, it takes being able to be on their journey for the long haul. Does that make sense? So I want you to be able to be on the journey for the long haul. I want you to use other measurements besides just the scale. I teach my clients how to view the scale in a proper way, because The scale is actually your friend. It's actually your accountability buddy, because I know that when I see the scale start to go up, I'm like, like, hold up, wait a minute. I need to make some changes. When I see it going down, I'm, a little bit happy. And I don't mean that in a way of like, oh, I'm happy because I'm getting skinny, but no, it's just that it's a representation of the fact that I've made better habits and that I was fueling my body correctly. Because typically when I have fueled my body correctly, I'm either maintaining my weight or I'm losing. Does that make sense? And so I teach my clients that the scale is your friend because you need it in order to be on this weight loss journey. If you just completely throw the scale away, like, some people tell you to, then we can't be realistically self-assess. I just don't want it to be your only tool. I don't want it to be your only tool because you can't build a house with one tool. Your body is way more complex than a house. You can't just build a house with only a screwdriver and that's it, and no hammer. You need multiple tools. So before and after pictures, your strength gains, maybe you started out with 5-pound dumbbells and now you're using 20s. So before and after your strength gains, the scale and your inches and measurements and how you're doing, how are you feeling? Are you more energetic? Are you sleeping better? Does your skin look better? There's so many other ways, like, can you keep up with your kids better? Are your clothes fitting better? These are so many other things that you can pay attention to while you're on your weight loss journey. Can you do more cardio? Can you last longer during your workout? Is your core getting stronger? There's so many other non-scale victories that you can pay attention to. And so we've kind of gone over non-scale victories. We've gone over how, it needs to not only be the industry change, but it also needs to be your own self-love that's instilled as well. And so I personally love the body positivity movement because of the fact that it's teaching us that, it doesn't matter what someone looks like on the external, but everybody can be on a fitness journey. Like, I've been consistently working out and fueling my body with whole foods, paying attention to my step count, paying attention to my protein, paying attention to X, Y, and Z. But yeah, I don't fit the typical standard of what a fit body looks like. And I honestly don't plan on it. That's why I founded Thick Fit, because I love my breasts, I love my butt, I love my hips, I love my curves. And that's what I want to instill in my other plus size clients, because all of my clients typically have 100 pounds or more to lose. And so I want to instill in them that they're beautiful in every single curve that they have. Their body has carried them through so many obstacles in their life. For me, my body has carried me through so much. It's carried me through abuse and poverty and marriage and motherhood and having 2 natural births and delivering my own daughter at home with a water birth. And that takes strength, that takes power. Women's bodies are capable of a lot. And so when you can look at everything your mind and your body has gotten you through, and you gain that self-love and that self-respect, you will start to carry yourself a different way. When you start to view fitness as something that makes you feel powerful, that makes you feel strong, you will start to view fitness as a different way. When you start to view food as something that is going to fuel you for each and every day, each and everything that it gives to you, then you will look differently at food, because you need food. We all need food, but it's just the addiction to food and the addiction to overly processed man-made foods that needs to stop. right? So it's healing that emotional eating, healing that relationship with the scale. The scale is not the only thing that tool, but it is one tool in the tool belt to be your accountability buddy. Okay. So I hope that this helps, because I've definitely been in that spot of, you know, my spouse didn't care what I look like as far as when it came to intimacy, but I cared. So there needed to be a change with me. I had to take responsibility. There's some women that, they don't make any decisions without their spouse, but you have to make the decision for you. You have to make the decision for you that you will make a change in your life. So make baby steps, make changes, just 1% better each day. If you weren't previously walking and paying attention to your step count, then start doing that. If you're drinking high calorie drinks, maybe start to do some more water, 2 to 3 liters of water each day. Pay attention to maybe some lower calorie drinks. If you weren't working out before, there's plenty of free resources on YouTube. I even have my own at indymichelle.com that I post for completely free. indymichelle.com has my YouTube link, and you can use those at home in your living room. Just start somewhere. That's what's important. Just start somewhere, take baby steps, and those small habit changes add up and they stack up in time and they compound. And before you know it, you'll be starting to get closer and closer and closer to your goal. But you shouldn't have to wait until you get to being fit to love yourself. It's so backwards. That is so backwards. You make the changes from self-love, not self-hate. So anybody that's out here body shaming and saying that, you have to look a certain way to be fit, shame on you. Shame on you. Because there are plus size women that will put some of these skinny fit people to shame in the gym, because there is strength and power in having body mass. I'll tell you that. All right. So anyways, this is your girl, Indy, Coach Indy. I'm a certified nutritionist, certified fitness trainer, and I use intuitive eating to help plus size moms, plus size nurses be able to lose weight without calorie counting, without counting carbs, without stepping foot into a traditional gym. If you want to know more about that, then give me a hashtag free, FREE down below, and we will get you a nutrition audit, and I will actually plan out a roadmap on how you can lose 10 pounds, 30 days, absolutely free. So yeah, I hope that you guys have an amazing evening. And as always, it is faith, consistency, and hard work that's going to get you to your goals. Bye.